So that let's go with Facebook. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and today is a nice and wonderful, beautiful video. So we're gonna talk. One more second. Okay. What's up, everybody? This is your man JWKGD Guitar. Well, if your body is well, I call that health. If your body is extremely well, I call that pleasure. If your mind is well, I call that peace. If your mind is extremely well, I call that ecstasy. Okay, I got 2 minutes. De la nature, protection, dans de bonnes conditions pour que l'émission soit au nom de la nature. Chat GPT, Lunar Eclipse. Lunar Eclipse. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to your platform, JWKGD podcast, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? What's up, Instagram? Well. Press the like button. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we start, it's a big show today. This is your man Jean William Kalimola, the Great Discipline. And today, the show we're going to talk about lunar eclipse. And we got ChatGPT as invite to my platform. So we're gonna share what's going on and things we not know and ask information like that to know best and better. So we're gonna ask ChatGPT what's going on with the um, lunar eclipse this year and what can it can teach us and let us know things that we do not know about. So pretty much we're gonna start. Before we start, I would like to tell you guys if your body is well, I call that if your body is well, I call that if your body is well, I call that I call that health. If your body is extremely well, I call that pleasure. If your mind is well, I call that peace. If your mind is extremely well, I call that joy. If your emotion is well, I call that love. If your emotion is extremely well, I call that compassion. If your life is well, I call that blissfulness. If your life is extremely well, I call that ecstasy. If your life is extremely well, all your surrounding is well, I call that. If your life is extremely well, I call that ecstasy. Now, if your surrounding is well, I call that success. Ladies and gentlemen, well, we're gonna ask a few questions to ChatGPT. We're gonna know what ChatGPT think about the lunar eclipse. Hey, ChatGPT, are you there?
Hey there, I'm here. How can I help?
Well,
What's on your mind? Feel free to ask me anything.
sounds good. Great. I got a question for you. So,
Sure, what's your question?
my
I'm
question
listening.
is, I
Go
would
ahead.
like
I'm
you,
here to help.
I would like to you to teach
Take your time.
us me
Whenever
and
you're ready.
my internautes. You are welcome to
Sure.
my platform again,
Thank you.
and
How can I assist you today?
I would
I'm
like
here
you
to help.
assist us about the lunar eclipse. What can you teach us? Anything that we do not know, anything that we need to know.
Of course. During a lunar eclipse, the Earth passes between the Sun and the Moon, causing the Earth's shadow to cover the Moon. This can only happen during a full moon. There are two types of lunar eclipses: partial and total. In a partial lunar eclipse, only a part of the moon passes through the Earth's shadow. In a total lunar eclipse, the entire moon passes through the umbra, the darkest part of the Earth's shadow. One interesting fact is that during a total lunar eclipse, the moon often appears red. This happens because the Earth's atmosphere bends sunlight, filtering out most of the blue light and allowing red light to reach the moon. So, a lunar eclipse is a fascinating celestial event that you can watch and enjoy with your family.
Wow, that's excellent. It's any other way more explicit that you can explain to my audience so we can understand? much better and proper?
Of course, think of the Earth, Sun, and Moon as being in a line. When the Earth is exactly between the Sun and the Moon, it casts a shadow on the Moon. This is what we call a lunar eclipse. There are two parts to the shadow, the penumbra and the umbra. The penumbra is the outer, lighter part of the shadow, and the umbra is the inner, darker part. When the moon passes through the penumbra, we see a subtle shading on the moon, which is called a partial lunar eclipse. When the moon goes through the umbra, it gets much darker, and this is called a total lunar eclipse. During this total eclipse, the moon often turns a reddish color. This happens because Earth's atmosphere bends sunlight and filters out the blue light, allowing the red light to reach the moon. So, a lunar eclipse is a beautiful event that can be seen from anywhere on the nighttime side of the Earth.
So
So, next,
what kind of energy that
a lu-
the lunar eclipse that share
during a
to
lu-
the universe,
the
even
lunar
though
eclipse,
human beings?
lunar eclipses are fascinating astronomical events, but they don't have any direct impact on human energy or well-being. They are primarily a visual and educational experience. Many people enjoy watching them as a way to connect with the cosmos and learn more about space. If you have more questions or want to know more about lunar eclipses or anything else, feel free to ask.
Okay, if the lunar eclipse, it doesn't have nothing with well beings or human beings. About the
That
loon, what can
the
you teach us about the moon actually?
Sure, the moon is Earth's only natural satellite and is about one quarter the size of Earth. It's about 384,000 kilometers, 239,000 miles away from us. The moon has a significant impact on Earth, particularly through its gravitational pull, which causes tides in our oceans. The phases of the moon, new moon, first quarter, full moon, and last quarter, are caused by the changing positions of the Earth, moon, and sun. The moon also affects Earth's rotation and has been a key part of human culture and exploration for thousands of years. People have observed,
Question.
studied
So
the moon.
the moon does have.
The moon indeed has a big influence on Earth. Is there anything specific you'd like to know
Do
about it?
yes, do does the moon have influence with well beings as human beings?
While the moon's gravitational pull affects tides and has been linked to cultural beliefs, there's no scientific evidence that it directly affects human well being. People often feel a connection to the moon, especially during events like full moons, but these feelings are more about perception and personal experience rather than scientific fact. If you're curious about any other aspects of the moon, feel free to ask.
So we are feel connected, not really connected with the moon.
Exactly. Many people feel a special connection to the moon, and it can be meaningful in different ways, like in art, culture, and personal reflection. It's a beautiful part of our world and can inspire a sense of wonder. If you have more questions or want to explore further, just let me know.
It's anything new you can tell us about the lunar eclipse? What
Absolutely.
is the difference between the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse?
Great question. The main difference between a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse is their occurrence and what gets obscured. Lunar eclipse. This happens when the Earth passes between the Sun and the Moon, causing Earth's shadow to cover the Moon. A lunar eclipse can only happen during a full moon, and it can be seen from anywhere on the nighttime side of the Earth. Solar eclipse. This occurs when the moon passes between the sun and the Earth, blocking the sun's light either partially or completely. A solar eclipse can only happen during a new moon, and it's visible from specific areas on Earth. So, in summary, a lunar eclipse affects the moon and happens at night, while a solar eclipse affects the sun and happens during the day.
So that means if the moon can block the sun, that means the sun or
During a
farther
solar
while the moon is closer to Earth.
Exactly. During a solar eclipse, the moon passes between the Earth and the sun, blocking the sun's light either partially or completely. This can only happen during a new moon, when the moon is closest to the Earth in its orbit. Because the moon is much smaller than the sun, it doesn't block all of the sun's light, but it can create a shadow on parts of the Earth, leading to a solar eclipse.
Well, thank you, ChatGPT. Do you have any question for me?
You're welcome. I'm here to help with anything you need. If you have more questions or anything else you'd like to talk about, just let me know.
Do you have any question for me?
I'd love to hear more about your interests or anything you'd like to share. If there's anything you'd like to discuss or ask, feel free to let me know.
Well, I know that the moon is a satellite, and we also connected with the moon as because
It's one
the existence is all about connections. We can be out of connections with the moon. One of the thing I feel type of disagree with what you're saying that the
I
moon it's
con-
we
it's gr-
connect.
Absolutely. Connections are an important part of our experience.
Yeah, because life is connections. You know, to see the light is so many particle atoms bring the
Absolutely.
light. So it's always connections, energy around. So I was kind of disagree with you told that, you
I
know,
appreciate It's great to hear your thoughts. Connections and the way we perceive them are very personal and meaningful.
what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up?
I'm glad you're sharing your perspective. It's always valuable to consider different viewpoints.
What's up, Instagram? What's up, internet?
If you have any more thoughts or questions, feel free to share.
Thank you, ChatGPT. I think that's all for today. And I'll see you next time for my next beautiful show.
You're welcome. Take care and see you next time.
You too. Take care. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you next time for my next beautiful show.